Music is subjective, and our opinions may differ.
Well, welcome back, everybody. We're going to be doing something a little bit different today for the reviews. I'm going to just pull it straight off of Spotify. And so that is, that way they can get the stat, and hopefully it can be a little bit higher quality, a couple things like that. So, yeah, we're going to be doing the album review for Twice's new mini album with Youth, and in which I also, if you did not see, did an unboxing of sorts on the channel as well. So, we'll be moving on to this, and we're going to start from the end, or from the beginning to the end. I'm going to give you a small breakdown in between each song, say what I liked, what I didn't like, if there is anything, and then I'm going to give it all a final score. So we're going to start off with I Got You. Let's do this. Apparently it wants me to listen to...
A little reckless, I run the edges. Calling on dumb love, and it's just enough. Keep me guessing. Have the story unfolds with you. When I'm walking into the darkness, I know you'll be right there, lighting up the flares. When it's always, I will follow you to the moon. Hey, no, I never fall apart, even a million miles apart. We were lightning from the start, and it keeps me going to know that. No matter what, you got me, I got you, and I wouldn't want it any other way. No trouble, though, I know deep down that we'll make it through, just like we always do. Ay, every second, every minute, when you're close to me, like it's supposed to be, and no limit to what I would do for you. And you know, you turn my whole world upside down. Catch me before I ever hit the ground, and I'll do the same for you. No, we'll never fall apart, even a billion miles apart. We were lightning from the start, and it keeps me go to know that. No matter what, you got me, I got you, and I wouldn't want it any other way. No trouble, till I know deep down that we'll make it through, just like we always do. No matter what, you got me, I got you, and I wouldn't want it any other way. No trouble, till I know deep down that we'll make it through, just like we always do. Just like we always do.
Okay, so going on with I Got You, there's a couple things that really stood out to me. So that's this spot right here. I think that overall when it comes to, this will be a reoccurring theme as well, but absolutely just has such good vibes first and foremost. I think that they really nailed that atmosphere feel. And I think for that reason, I think that this is actually something that is really powerful about the album, is just the atmosphere. But I wanted to point out right here, specifically on this song, that the ad-libs that they add right here, to me, actually really do end up adding a lot to the song itself. I think the whole song has a really nice sound and a really nice feel, and this is kind of the part in there that I think really needed to be there to put it up and above what I would consider to be like I think to make it truly stand out is kind of what I'm trying to say right here.
No matter what, you got me, I got you, and I wouldn't want it any other way. No trouble till I'm done, deep down.
The nice high note on that is such a nice high note. It's so good. But the other thing that I really like is that this is something that I find with Twice a lot, is that they are pretty spectacular on kind of when to emphasize things and when not to. And I think that this whole song kind of just plugs along for a little bit, and then it just kind of has this moment where I would consider it to be kind of the drop, right? And I absolutely love it, because I actually think that the whole feel of it, they almost have this part where it sounds like, or yeah, I mean, you can actually audibly hear it, where it sucks out almost the whole air of the whole song before it moves on. Right here.
No matter what, you got me, I got you, and I wouldn't want it any other way.
Right there. That little stagger step to me actually is just a huge point. I really, really think that it's a very solid addition to the song. Overall, I think the song itself is actually quite nice as well. I think that it's probably one of the most standout songs on this album, honestly. And which is kind of weird, because most of the time I don't generally track well with title tracks, but Twice has done a really good job with that, I think, in some senses. So anyway, that's kind of just how I feel about I Got You. We'll be moving on now to One Spark. Okay, here we go. Moving on to One Spark.
One spark, baby. Everybody wants it endlessly. SGN and everlasting bliss. 영원한 걸 영원해. 그래 영원히 will sparkling beautifully. 아름다울 건 난 확신해. 너의 손가락 온기를 담아 계속 타오르는 energy. If you lose my rhythm, then your beat goes on and on. Bring me the spark in my veins. Give me the freedom to chase. You know it's all ours. 이대로 make this moment last. 'Cause my heart is burning, burning, burning. So let's turning, turning, turning. 눈부시게 아름답고 아픈 해도 it's all golden days. And my heart is burning, burning, burning. This spark, baby. 너와 누워본 color in heaven. 붉은 두 뺨이 식지 않도록 더 세게 끌어안고 더 크게 불러줄게. 너의 손결에 온기를 태워 계속 타오르는 energy. If I lose my rhythm, then your beat goes on and on. Bring me the spark in my veins. Give me the freedom to chase. You know it's all ours. 이대로 make this moment last. Baby, 'cause my heart is burning, burning, burning. So that it's hurting, hurting, hurting. 눈부시게 아름답고 아픈 해도 it's all I gotta miss. My heart is burning, burning, burning. So what's this spark, baby? 어린이란 빛이 나는 시간을 건너. 빛이 시간을 건너. 너의 so bright 찬란한 환상쯤에 이르러. This is the time of our lives. Carving to our minds. 잠을지 않아, there ain't no sundown. An everlasting spark to an everlasting fire. Don't let this fire die. 'Cause my heart is burning, burning, burning. So good that it's hurting, hurting, hurting. 눈부시게 아름답고 아픈 해도 it's all I go through.
So now moving on to One Spark. My feelings are, when I first listened to it, is that there's a lot of things to appreciate about it. One is the overall feel of the song. They bring up the idea of like fire and this whole idea of like, you know, your heart burning and all this other stuff. And the thing that I think that I like about the song is the fact is that they decided to step the intensity up just a smidgen. They actually kind of, in a sense, turned up the heat. But in reality, I think that was a smart choice. And the feeling is when they brought in this particular percussions that they used in this one, the drum beat, I should say, is that I really think that it kind of creates this sense of urgency, which I think kind of goes along more or less with what they are going for in the song. So I think in that sense, it's absolutely just a fantastic way to write percussions into a song. So it's just right around this area right here that I'm talking about that truly, really lets you sink in. They let the song breathe. Then they just bring in this whole section here that I think is just really, really good. I like the energy, I like the intensity. If I was to have one small complaint, I do feel like that they could have probably just kept that and some of the synth stuff. There's a couple of like little weird like bong bing bong bong bing bong, you know, that probably the song could have used, not, you know, could have been just fine without. Not saying it's bad, but it's just one of those things I'm like, oh, you already had something pretty much right there. Didn't necessarily need that, but that's just kind of how I feel. Really kind of just a nice song. The intensity and the energy of it is absolutely kind of what I was hoping for. So anyway, we're going to move on to the next song. That is what I think of One Spark, by the way. So now we're going to move on to Rush. That's the next song on this album.
Gotta push my phone. 네가 알아주기 전까지 간단히 뭐지 정확히 5분 뒤 내 기분을 물어 오늘은 뭘 하는지 소심하기는 know what we need to do. Don't wanna complicate it, no. 보고 싶은 걸 알고 싶어. Time and place I won't wait let's misbehave, hey. You know I need you. I need to feel your rush. Drive me crazy and I know I just can't get enough. I need to feel your rush when you're not next to me. I'm running out of love. Hours and hours 나 지금 어떡해 baby. 눈치 없이 네가 필요해 빨리. I need to feel your rush. Drive me crazy and I know I just can't get enough. 필요한 건 뭐든 다 나 우리 둘만의 secret tema. Close my eyes turn around and you come hold me tight. 날 전한 your mama all day. You're my world and my sweet escape. Take my hand, let's run away. Oh yeah, let's run away, baby. Don't wanna complicate it. 보고 싶은 걸 알고 싶어. Time and place you won't wait let's misbehave, hey. You know I need you. I need to feel your rush. Drive me crazy and I know I just can't get enough. I need to feel your rush when you're not next to me. I'm running out of love. Hours and hours 나 지금 피곤해 baby. 눈치 없이 네가 필요해 빨리. I need to feel your rush. Drive me crazy and I know I just can't get enough.
So I think the interesting thing is for me, when I do these song reviews, as you may or may not know, I listen to these very in depth. Like, basically the reason why I don't put these out as fast is because I usually take about a week and listen to it multiple times throughout the day. And a lot of times I always have what I call the final listen, which is like the day before. So last night I was listening to this for the last time before I go into this. And I thought like and this happens a lot, every single time I think I get to the point where I'm like, okay, I think I know more or less how I want to score this. And then when I listen to it again, I'm like, the second to last final listen lets me solidify some thoughts. But then like the last one where I'm doing it here kind of makes me take one last look and kind of realize some stuff. So the thought process that I was having when I listened to this song for the last time while we review it anyway, is what does this set out to do as a song? And I think there's a couple things that I think are really, really nice about this. One, it almost feels like a sequel, like a direct sequel to One Spark, but it's a little bit prettier. I think that it's a little more consistent in a lot of ways. I feel like that in some senses that this is the superior song. And I'm not saying that these are like in contention with one another, but that was the first thought that I had, is like, okay, this feels a lot like One Spark, but I think there's actually a part of me that likes this a little bit more. I think there's just a little extra texture throughout the song. A couple of the extra vocal runs, the way that they do the chorus, the way that it kind of just really sits in the mood with everything else. It provides that same kind of urgency, but at the same time, it doesn't feel insistent. And I think that that's more or less what I think is really nice. And I think that just overall, like I said, there's some extra texture, and there's just some extra runs and melodies that I think that just I really, really, really like.
Drive me crazy and I just can't get enough. 이런 뭐든 탐나 우리들만의 secret 탐나. Close my eyes, turn around, and you come hold me tight. 날 전한 your mama no take. You're my word and my sweat escape. Take my hand, let's run away. Oh yeah, let's run away, baby. Don't wanna come.
I really like their harmonies a little bit more in this one too. I really, really like the harmonies just in general on this album. I think that they do a really good job of that. This song is an exemplar of how I really prefer how they do their harmonies. Compared to, I think just a lot of the other stuff that I have heard from them, in a lot of senses, I think that they just really, really nail so many of this, of the harmonies. I actually truly think that when I listen to this song, that this is airplanes. This to me is actually an album that really solidifies how good they are overall with just their harmonies and working together. Their chemistry is really just off the charts. And so, yeah, to me, like I said, not that it's really any competition, but I feel like that Rush is this direct sequel and kind of almost better sequel than One Spark. Really think that it's kind of a little bit of a hidden gem. Anyway, let's move on to new.
It's a new day. 너만이 가진 빛으로 불러줄 때. Oh yeah, feeling so fresh. 널 가득 느껴갈수록 새로워진 날 마주해 난. Now I can hear you calling, sending out the big loving. Think I did me some growing up. Every day I've been showing up. 다시 태어난 새로.
Yeah, so that is new. And my personal thought is that this is very much kind of like a hype song for me. I listen to this and I'm just kind of like, yeah, this makes me feel very hyped. Makes me want to go run through a wall, as I always used to say. A couple things that I like about it is the fact that they kind of stripped it down and made it a little bit more simple. I think that was actually a smart choice. And, I think that one thing about Twice is, like, especially right now, how there's a lot of retro and like new wave kind of music coming out of K-pop right now. So there's a lot of feel from the 80s and kind of just that whole genre and feel that it provides. And for me personally, I think that they are kind of at the forefront of that. They really, really know how to really capture a lot of essence in these kinds of sounds. I really, really think that this particular song here is a strong entrance. I think that the chorus is one of the stronger ones on this. It's really, really infectious. So I really think that in a lot of senses, they just really, really nailed the atmosphere and the vibe of this, especially in the sound. This is and it's kind of a nice break because I feel like the first title track has its own piece of life. Then the two tracks that follow that, to me, kind of coincide with one another in terms of sound and in terms of like theme. And then we get this that kind of breaks away from that a little bit and kind of provides a little bit of an extra energy and a little bit more. I think that it kind of starts setting up for the rest of the album. I really think that this is one of those ones where it kind of breaks the cycle a little bit and kind of lets the rest of the album breathe a little bit. So anyway, we're going to move on to the next song, which is Bloom. Let's check it.
움츠렸던 꽃들은 곧 피었나 스쳐짐과 흩어짐을 벗어나 아름답고 진하게 난 번져가 I have you hip 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 I have you hypnotized 빛을 내려 내 주위를 다 밝혀줘 비를 내려 피어나게 적셔줘 흔들리지 않는 나로 변해가 I got it just how you want it 영원히 지지 않게 끝없이 날 다 밀어내 이 땅에 숨 쉴 수 있게 이 땅에 숨 쉴 수 있게 기나긴 터널 속에서 More than when we see it glow Yeah, yeah Twice the magic of the sun and moon Just you wait until you see me bloom Forever high on my perfume Just you wait until you see me 속에 떨어진 적광잎도 지나간 기억을 스치게 해줘 짙은 향기 몸속 깊숙하게 배 따스한 달기 따스한 달기 this world 영원히 지지 않게 끝없이 날 또 밀어내 이 땅에 숨 쉴 수 있게 이 땅에 숨 쉴 수 있게 기나긴 터널 속에서 Don't wait when you see you go Yeah, yeah, yeah Twist the magic of the sun and moon Just to wait until you see me bloom Forever high on my perfume Just you wait until you see me Yeah, yeah, yeah
Okay, so the thing that I really like about Bloom, for me personally, I actually think that this is the strongest song on the album. I think it's got the best chorus. In fact, I think that, this chorus is so strong on this. It provides this like mixture of breathy, but like has that quick sudden stop in there that I think just creates an extra atmosphere that I really, really, really appreciate. And yes, I'm gonna bring it up again because you know me. Let's hear that high note one more time, shall we? The high note is insane. We'll start right here.
Wait until you see me. 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 Wait until
And I think that's one thing that I really think that this song does best compared to the other songs on this album, is that there is a very through line of melody. The bass does it, the synthesizer does it, they do it, and then they have the percussions that just add to it. And I think that that's what makes this song, for me, so much stronger. That is the fact that when you listen to it, it's just a consistent song throughout, more than the other songs. And I think that for me personally, if I was going to show someone one song off of this album, it would probably be this song. That being said, I think that a lot of the magic just comes from the fact that these are now, you can kind of say it, they're veterans in this, in the sport, and they just really, really know how to make this work. I don't think there's a lot of people personally that I think that could really, really pull this off, mainly just because I think that you have to have the kind of chemistry that they do to be able to pull this off. And so to me, this is absolutely the song that I would use to show somebody this album if I had one song. As much as I like to say that the title track, I Got You, is the song that I would make the album MVP, I actually think that I would put it on Bloom. I really, really do like this song. I think that there's a lot here that is to work with, and I think that there's just a lot that when you listen to it that is to be picked out. There's a lot of fun things that kind of make this fun from a musician standpoint that you can listen to and be like, oh yeah, I can pull out the guitar, I can pull out the synth, I can pull out the percussions, I can pull out the, this, that, and the other. So to me, this is actually the MVP of the album. I really, really greatly appreciate this song. So anyway, let's move on to the last track, which is You Get Me. Let's do it.
I'm standing somewhere. 여긴 도대체 어디쯤일까? 낯선 곳에서 그만 벗어나. Wish I find a place. 자유로운 그 공간 속에 너와 함께 머물고 싶어, yeah. 지금 당장 내게로 달려와 꽉 안아줘. 절대 놓지 말아줘. Cause you got me. Oh, when I'm with you, I'm about me. Lately I've been feeling like everything's enough. 너와 함께라면 you got me. I could be the one who don't let me. Lately I've been feeling like everything's enough. 네 곁에 있으면 Oh, you make me glow. 내 빛이 눈에 눈빛이 맞지. Yeah, it kinda feels like a movie. The city is ours, 우리만의 아름다운 순간을 채워 완전한 이 세상을 이뤄. I never have to fake it. 모든 걸 느껴 이미. Don't even have to say it. Cause you got me. Oh, when I'm with you and I'm past me. Lately I've been feeling like everything's enough. 너와 함께라면 you got me. I could be the one if you let me. Lately I've been feeling like everything's enough. 내 곁에 있으면 that means you're the best me. Lately I've been feeling like everything's enough. 너와 함께라면 me. Oh, when I'm you're the best me. Lately I've been feeling like everything's enough. 너와 함께라면 oh, you got me. What if you let me? What if you let me? I've been feeling like everything's enough. 네 곁에 있으면 You got me, I got you, we got it for life. You got me, I got you, we got it for life.
I think the interesting thing about You Get Me is that for me, this song is the greatest hits version of everything else that's on this album. So to me, I think that it's a solid track, but it definitely, and I feel like sometimes that this is just common with what I've heard in K-pop albums, is that the last track almost always feels like the end credits scene. You know, there's something going on around in the back, and then this song's playing it. And so it's a good way to actually end off, because I think that in the end it does actually make me feel like it has a conclusion. It provided a certain theme, and I think that theme is kind of this mixture of energy yet delicate, and yet at the same time too there's a kind of a strength in it. And for that reason, I really think that this is a pretty strong album. I think so. And, you know, the interesting thing is that whenever I say the word safe, I think people generally mean like, that it's like mainstream or something like that. Usually kind of more or less what I mean is that it just means that there wasn't like too much weird or crazy experimentation. And sometimes weird experimentation can go wrong. So with me on this particular album, I think it did feel slightly safe. However, I think that was actually probably what I would have done as well if I was making this. I think that the album layout itself is probably how I would have had it laid out. I don't think that I would have changed a single track around. You know, usually I kind of talk about how good or how bad or how necessary track placement is to make it feel like that this is how I would like it. You know, I would start out with this one, I'd start out with that one, and in some cases that might be, but I actually think that this is how I would actually have the album play out myself. So I think that they really, really took their time to think about this a little bit more, and I actually think that this is a really, really strong beginning from beginning to end in many ways. For that reason, I think that one of the things, like I said, that in terms of accessibility, in terms of vibe, as you know, that's what we score on. This is a pretty hard album to say that it doesn't fill those requirements. Is there a couple times that maybe once in a while that I felt like that maybe I would have liked to see just an extra step in dramaticism? Yes and no. I think that it would have helped out in some cases, but I think that it would have overall hurt the vibe. So again, it's kind of a tough thing to kind of grade on that particular aspect. In a sense, like, I feel like, is this a no-skip album? Yes, I do think that this is a no-skip album. Again, is it a perfect album? I would say no, but the truth of the matter is that, is there anything that I dislike about the album? And again, the answer is kind of just no. And, you know, I think that the thing is that when I say something like that, it's weird first and foremost for me to be able to say that at all about any of these songs, first and foremost. But in reality, in terms of mass consumption, this probably is one of the highest albums out there that I think I could possibly ever rate. Just because I don't think that there's anything or anybody that if you just sit down and had this on in the back, if you had this going on in the shower, if you're using this to go pick up a date, if you're going to, you know, put it in any situation, would this be basically a bad thing to have in the background? Probably not, except for maybe a funeral. But in reality, I think that that's what's so strong about this, is that it's completely just able to just breathe on its own. It's able for you to sit down and listen to and fully enjoy, but also it's something that you can greatly appreciate as just background noise too. It's something that's very versatile in what it does. Does that mean that sometimes that it gets a little, like I say, safe? Maybe a little, but I think that that's okay. And again, this is kind of just a giant vibe machine. Solid entry. That's what my personal opinion is. Anyway, I think that's probably where I'm going to put it. We're going to take everything that we discussed. I'm going to put this into the my little score system, and these are the scores in full blown, and it's full culmination score. Had to remember what that was, the word was. Okay, here we go. I feel 100% certain with that rating. I think that it's pretty good. I think obviously it's not, there's always something, right? But I think that is a really good beginning for me in many ways, including like the first time I ever actually bought one. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. I think that this is a really solid album. I think that this is one of those ones that you're just not going to really go wrong with. It's up there. So anyway, let me know what y'all think. We'll discuss this down in the comments below. Thank you. I feel 100% certain with that rating. I think that it's pretty good. I think obviously it's not, there's always something, right? But I think that is a really good beginning for me in many ways, including like the first time I ever actually bought one. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. I think that this is a really solid album. I think that this is one of those ones that you're just not going to really go wrong with. It's up there. So anyway, let me know what y'all think. We'll discuss this down in the comments below. Thank you.